Ever since the Switch released, Nintendo has been porting games from older consoles, specifically the Wii U, because of how big of a failure the Wii U was. Now, you would think ports from older consoles would be at a lower price than the original, but this is usually not the case when it comes to Nintendo. Nintendo has been releasing ports for the full price of $60 ever since the Switch release. Sometimes this price is justified by the amount of new content or just new things they add to the game, but other times, more often than not, they release a port for full price with little to nothing done to them. So in today's video, I'm going to be diving into all of the Switch ports that were ported from previous consoles and seeing if it's worth the price. So I may miss some. I don't have any. I'm not going to go through every Wii U port or every Wii port because then we'll be here all day. I'm just going to go through the ones that I think are worth putting in a video like this. So before we get on to this video, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. A very small percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel, so please hit that subscribe button because it does help me out. And as always, Twitter and Discord are in the description down below, so let's get on with the first game. At the time of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's release, the original Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U was only 3 years old, meaning that this game now is older than what the Wii U version was at the time of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's release. Now, this was one of the first Switch ports. It came out only a month after the Switch released. Now, what did this game add? Well, it added a brand new battle mode, new characters, and just a lot of new content. It also includes all the DLC from the Wii U game, which I think that alone is enough to justify the $60. So yeah, this game is worth $60 with the new battle mode, new characters, and just a bunch of new content, considering that the original game had a very bad battle mode. So a new battle mode with a ton of new modes is something that the Deluxe port needed. So yeah, this game is worth $60, so we're off to a good start so far. Pokken Tournament DX is a game that I never played. The game was only 2 years old when this version was released, and yeah, it was $60. Now, what does this game add? Well, it adds 5 new characters. That's it. And yeah, this game is definitely not worth the $60 at all. In my opinion, I don't even think the original game is worth $60. I mean, it's like an arcade game. It's not worth $60. But yeah, Pokken Tournament DX is a disappointment. It is not worth $60 whatsoever. But again, I've never really played this version. I only played the demo, but apparently it only adds 5 new characters. But yeah, this game is definitely not worth $60. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was a game that I never played on the Wii U. I actually recently got the Switch version, played it, and I loved it. But overall, the Switch version is literally the exact same as the Wii U version. Now, the Wii U version was very good and was definitely worth $60 when it was released. But the new Switch version adds an easy mode, and that's it. You can play as Funky Kong, but it's just an easy mode. So yeah, this game is definitely not worth $60. This is one of the games on this list that are definitely not worth $60. I actually owned Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on the Wii U, and I didn't really play it that much because I just, frankly, I lost interest. Now, the new Switch version adds levels from Super Mario Odyssey, and the game ties into Super Mario Odyssey instead of Mario 3D World. So, the game adds levels, but it also takes the 3D World levels from the original game. So, the Switch version of the game is actually $40, which makes it all worth it. I have no clue if it was $60 on the Wii U, but a $40 price tag on this game is perfect. That's how every port should be. But again, this game adds content, but it also takes content away from the original. So yeah, I have no clue if I should say this is worth it or not, but I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, it is definitely worth the $40. Next up is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So I love the New Super Mario Bros. Series, and New Super Mario Bros. U is one of the better ones for me. Now, this port is not good at all. The game adds almost nothing besides a new playable character, which is just an easy mode like Tropical Freeze. Now, Nintendo kind of justifies this by saying that it includes New Super Luigi U packed in, but there was a version of this game on the Wii U that had Luigi U bundled in, and it is so much more inexpensive than Deluxe. But overall, there isn't nearly enough new content to justify $60. It's worth $40 at most. games. Next up is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, this game comes with 3 amazing games, which are Super Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, which all have resolution upgrades, and 2 of them have widescreen. Now, with all 3 games included, I think it's worth $60. Now, a little extra content would have definitely been nice, but it's still not bad. Again, we get 3 amazing games for the price of 1 new game. Now, many people argue, well, you know, this game is a limited time release in order to persuade people to buy it. You cannot buy this game on the eShop anymore. Yeah, there are still some physical copies out there, and yes, the digital codes still work, but if you just go on the eShop right now, you wouldn't be able to find it. And that's why I think this is one of the more scummy ports. Next up is Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Now, this one is kind of a mixed bag, because I never played Pikmin 3 on the Wii U, but I would personally say this game adds enough extra content to make the game $60, and because it pretty much adds as much content as 8 Deluxe did. However, the original game actually came out before Mario Kart 8, and Pikmin 3 Deluxe came out 3 years after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so that's a 6-year gap between Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin 3. Now, overall, I would probably say this game is worth the full price, especially if you never played the original, but I don't know about this one. Again, I'm not too sure. Now, next up is one of the more recent ports. We have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Now, this is by far the best port on the Switch. Now, this game includes an entire Wii U port along with a brand new Mario game in the form of Bowser's Fury. Now, they could have just added like nothing to the game, pulled a tropical freeze, but no, they could have just included 3D World and called it a day, make it $60, add a new character, maybe, it doesn't matter. But no, they added a completely new experience, and that alone justifies the $60. Sadly, there is one more port on this list that definitely is the worst out of all of them, and that is Skyward Sword HD. Now, this is definitely the worst port on Switch. It's a 10-year-old Wii game with a slightly higher resolution, retailed at $60. There's not even any extra content, nothing. There are some quality of life improvements thrown in there, but it's horrible. There's literally all the quality of life improvements should have been in the original game, and some of the more important quality of life improvements, for that you have to buy a $25 amiibo. This is horrible. Now, you can literally get the same game with a slightly lower resolution on the Wii U eShop right now for $20, and I would say this game overall is worth $30 at most. It would be worth the $60 if they added more content, but overall, this is definitely not worth $60. So, in conclusion, some of these ports are great, some are not. And to all of those ports that are not good, I want to bring up Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, this is a 10-year-old Wii game as well, but it adds a ton of new modes, cosmetics, gameplay mechanics, and it just adds a ton of new content. And it's not even full price. It's $40. Now, I'm not sure if the original game on the Wii was $40. I think it might have been $60, I'm not sure, but this game is definitely worth $40. For future ports, Nintendo should take inspiration from Colors Ultimate, do everything that game did, and then make it a lower price. That's how all ports should be. But that's going to go ahead and end it off for today's video, guys. So let me know what you think about Nintendo's business practices with making games $60, and which port do you think is the worst out of all of them. But with all that out of the way, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.